Are you ready?
Hello everyone, and welcome to the FGO Recap for the month of February 2021. This month featured one new event, an event rerun, and several different smaller campaigns. This month was a bit more stacked than I originally believed it was going to be. So let's get into exactly what happened this month. The first event of February was the new Valentines Event, Voices and Letters, Murasaki Shikibu and the 7 Cursed Books. It was a point ladder based event where players would defeat cursed books in order to earn poetry composition points. The real big draw of this event was that, from this point forward, all Valentine scenes will now be fully voice acted. Of course, this includes all previous Valentine scenes. This event also carried some new command codes. Bride of White Rose, which heals the party for 200 health whenever you attack with that card. Star Severing Evil Sacred Sword, which increases critical damage by 25% against sabers. And Dove Report, which removes one critical up buff from an opponent and, when successful, inflicts a critical chance down effect for 3 turns. This event introduced the limited 5-star caster Murasaki Shikibu and its summoning campaign. The same summoning campaign also contained a rotating rate-up of every single non-limited 5-star female servant. By the way, Valentine's banners can only give you female servants, no matter the rarity. Murasaki will be back next year as part of the 22 million downloads campaign in November. Technically, this is counted as a separate event, but they're both Valentine's banners, so I'm including it here. The Valentine's 2020 Summoning Campaign rerun began 1 week into the event, and featured the limited 5-star assassin Semiramis as the sole servant on rate-up. She'll be reappearing next year as part of the Summoning Campaign for the Apocrypha Collaboration event rerun. While the Valentine's event was running, new strengthening quests were brought to NA. Some of them are really good, so you might want to get on doing those. On screen, I'll be showing the buff skills, but while that's going on, let me tell you that you should really do Hans' strengthening quest. His buffed 3rd skill is a targetable 3-turn buff that gives up to 10% NP charge and 10 crit stars per turn. I'll be grouping these two events together because they're basically the same thing. The Chinese New Year and the President's Day celebration campaign started 3 days apart from each other. Both events gave out 10 free quartz, but the Chinese New Year campaign gave the quartz at the beginning, while the President's Day campaign gave it out in increments of 2. As an aside, we received both Shiki's rank up quests early. There wasn't really an event for it, but you can technically count it as part of the next event. The final event of February was the Fate Extra CCC Collaboration Event Revival. It was a mission-based event where players would explore the mysterious digital world of Seraph to discover what exactly happened to the Seraphix oil rig that disappeared. With this event's rerun, the free 4-star Moon Cancer servant BB has become available once again. If you miss her here, you'll get another shot next year once it becomes a main interlude and will be purchasable from the RP shop. The event also now gives out the new command code, BB Slot, which gives 1 of 3 effects. It generates 5 crit stars, heals the user for 500 HP, or increases debuff resistance by 10%. This event also introduced an all-new side story for the event called Fallen Goddess's Cage, a series of 10 high difficulty challenge quests, which end in a battle against the new servant, King Protea. Doing these quests rewards players with a grail, so it's in your best interest to do them as soon as possible. This event's summoning campaign brought back the fan-favorite 5-star alter ego servant, Meltrillis, or Melt Lilith, alongside the limited 4-star alter ego, Passion Lip. The other servants on rate up were Suzuka Gozen and the story-locked 4-star archer, Emiya Alter. The new banner for this rerun brought the limited 5-star alter ego, King Protea. She was on rate up alongside 2 4-star story-locked servants, Gawain and Tristan. Melt, KP, and Passionlip will all be back next year when the main interlude for the Seraph event is released. And that wraps it up for February. There was a lot more in this month than I originally anticipated, but a good bit of it was some freebies. Now, before we finish off here, let's talk a bit about what's happening next month. March will be starting off with the new Chaldea Boys event. This one's a bit of a two-parter, as there is the regular Chaldea Boys event and the new story event. The old spider spins its web with nostalgia. Every single non-limited male servant will be in a rotating raid-up throughout the event, and the limited 5-star archer James Moriarty will always be on raid-up. After that is an interlude campaign that includes half AP for all interludes during that period. Finally, to end the month is the new event, Tokugawa Kaiten Meikyu, Oku, and with that event, the long-awaited servant Kama will be on raid-up. Parvati will also be on raid-up, so maybe you'll want to roll for her as well. The secondary campaign for this event will have the limited 5-star alter ego Kiara Sessioin on raid-up alongside the story-locked 4-star saber Yagyu Munenori. And that's it for the FGO recap for February 2021. I'll see you all at the end of March for the next FGO recap.